I'm Lana and this is Peter of Junebug Artistic Garden Design, and today we are here at Waterside Plaza, which is a 4-building complex on the East River in Manhattan.
Waterside Plaza is interesting because it's one of the largest rooftop gardens in New York City, and it has some interesting conditions that we have to contend with, and we've chosen very specifically plants for different sites, and we'd like to give you a tour. The remodeling of Waterside Plaza started with this planter, which is the furthest planter out towards the water, and has some conditions that make it tough for plants to grow. First of all is that it only has about 12 inches of soil, except for where the trees are, where we have about 24 inches of soil to work with. We've chosen some grasses, Miscanthus strictus, which is zebra grass.
We also have these carpet roses, which are right behind us. And they are also a really hardy plant. They're salt tolerant.
And then finally these white birches, which can take these conditions here very, very well. Throughout the Plaza Gardens, we've incorporated these large areas where we put in annual flowers.
So in the fall, as you can see now, they're planted with mums.
In the early spring, they're planted, tulips come up, planted with tulips, daffodils. It's full sun here. They really just go to town.
Look how beautiful those grasses are. This is the perfect time of year for them because their seed heads come out and they really shine this time of year. It's the perfect Waterside planting, and actually it tends to be sort of Waterside's signature plant.
This is one of our sort of, I would call it almost a miracle planter. So we're by the water here on the East River, and the wind blows through here. Behind this fence of yellow grove bamboo it's open. What we did to aid these bamboo in surviving is we just pack them really tightly together, and they've become this fence for each other. And it's enabled them to really thrive and survive.
This was one of the largest first planters that they did and put in a pond. They put in a pond, I should say. Is maybe about 2 feet of water, and it's nice to have a water feature up here because it is so strange being up on the plaza and hearing the water, and this is sort of the more contemplative garden of the, several different areas on the plaza.
This here is a black pine. They're really extremely hardy and all-season interest plant.
This is my favorite plant on the plaza. It's a Japanese maple. It's an Acer palmatum Beni shishihenge. And it's a variegated Japanese maple, which is really, really beautiful. When it first comes out in the spring, the leaves are sort of a pink, and then they turn green and white striped. One
of the other plants that we've tried out here, which is not its normal condition, is this Calmia, this mountain laurel. It's a dwarf form that flowers in the spring. Usually they're sort of an understory plant, very protected, but we've masked them here really tightly. One
of the plants that we really tested was this plant here, which is called a red twig dogwood. They're really, really beautiful and provide a winter interest as well, which is something to take into consideration up here where people are walking around a lot and they, want it to look pretty all the time. So
right. There are also the apartments are towering over this garden, so there has to be a constant interest throughout all the seasons, not only from eye level but also from up above looking down onto the gardens. What we've learned that might be useful to other gardeners, what we've learned here is one of the key things is drip irrigation, keeping things properly watered in these difficult sites really helps things survive. And then some of the other information that we've taken away from the years that we've been gardening here is using the correct plants. This place is on the water, so we tend to try to use seaside type plants. Anything that's zoned for water and wind usually will work out fine here. So the other important thing as far as planting is concerned, and especially on rooftops throughout the city and urban areas, massing the plants closely together helps them support each other against wind and elements as far as drying out when there's no other hardscape to protect them.
Waterside is actually a public space and it's on 23rd Street. It's definitely worth coming down and taking a look because it's like nowhere else I've ever seen in the city. It's really, really beautiful, and it's right on the East River, on the other side of the FDR. It's actually right on the water, so you might see us down here.